Hello everyone, this is Ryan with Frontline Animal Removal. Today I want to tell you what to do when you have a skunk in a trap in your backyard that you unintentionally caught, and how to get a sheet or blanket or towel over him so he doesn't create a smelly situation. Here we have our skunk in a cage. When you see the skunk in the cage, he will be doing a few different things. One thing he may be doing is he may be pacing from one side of the cage to the other, back and forth, kind of agitated like. That is kind of a tough situation to deal with because he's more likely to spray then. Another thing that may happen is the skunk is digging through the bottom of the cage, digging at the earth below it. And in a situation like that, the skunk isn't paying too much attention to you. That's a good situation. Sometimes the skunk is just kind of sitting there looking around, sniffing around, not really doing a whole lot. He's not agitated. That's another good situation. And this skunk right here is just kind of sniffing around, looking around, not paying attention to me. He's just hanging out. And the best possible situation with a skunk in a cage is he's curled up in a ball sleeping. Usually if he's curled up in a ball sleeping, you can just walk up to the cage, put the sheet over him, and he will never know. Now, before we get started, rule number one is you move slow, you talk to the skunk softly, and never back up or run away or make any sudden movements. You make a sudden movement, he sprays. As long as you are patient, you can get the sheet over him and he will be smell free. So let's begin. Here we have our sheet. We want to open sheet up like so, and try to get it in such a way that you don't step on it and trip and fall. Another thing you're going to want to do is, as you approach the trap, is keep your eyeball on the little skunk. See what he's doing. If he's looking at you, arching his back, raising his tail, stomping his feet, he's mad. And if he's doing that, you freeze and you just continue to talk to the skunk. Tell the skunk that it's a beautiful day out, the weather's nice, or talk about how nice and furry or beautiful his coat of fur is, or that he doesn't smell today, and that's such a great thing. The sound of your voice will usually calm the skunk because he knows where you're at. Their vision is not very good, so they're mostly paying attention to movement. And then usually when the skunk's not really paying attention to you, you move real slow. And you want to get low, because big objects are threatening objects. You get low and keep on talking to the skunk. As you talk to the skunk, go quietly with the sheet. And then if he stops and he looks at you, you freeze. If he starts stomping his feet and raising his tail, you freeze. And you don't move again until he's not paying attention to you. As long as this skunk's not paying attention to us. He's sniffing on this side of the cage. This is making it easy for me. I was hoping he'd be agitated. And then when you get up to the cage, you just keep going slow. And if he suddenly pays attention, stop. Now he's paying attention to us. Now he's not. And then when you do put the sheet over the cage, you go very slow. Because you don't want to scare him. It's the sudden stuff that scares a skunk. Skunks don't want to spray. They only have a limited amount of firepower. They don't want to use it up. As you can see, skunk is now slowly covered up. Now that we got the skunk covered up, you can pick the cage up and you can move it around like so. Set it down. As long as he's covered up, he doesn't see a threat, and he'll be fine. I've driven around all day long with skunks like this, as many as 8 or 9 in the back of my truck. Nothing ever sprayed, nothing ever created a commotion, and nobody even knew it. So, skunk, covered up, doesn't spray. That's my top tip of the day. Thank you.